Thank you for joining me today. In today's video, we're going to talk about having your puppy flown home using a puppy escort service. Hello, fellow packmates. This is Jennifer Steckel from the DireWolf Project, where science meets the Ice Age. We're the only breeding program in the world recreating the exact bone and body structure of the extinct prehistoric direwolf, not for the wild, but for your loving family den, using only domesticated dog breeds. I've been raising these incredible American Dirus dogs for over 20 years, delivering 73 litters and over 400 loyal pups to the world. You want to track upcoming litters or see which puppies are ready to join your pack? Join the inner circle at DireWolfProject.com. If you love prehistoric pups and pack-centered wisdom, give us a like, hit subscribe, and let's step out of the den together. It began in the dark stillness of a Washington morning. The kind of hour where only owls, truckers, and the most devoted puppy escorts stir. At 1 o'clock in the morning, Jay laced up his boots, grabbed a steaming mug of coffee, and whispered into the cold air, "All right, little one, let's go." Boober, a plump, bright-eyed American Dirus pup from the Fraggle Rock litter, blinked up from his den, his tail already wagging, unaware that today would mark the first ever official flight of the DireWolf Express Puppy Escort Service. The adventure began with a 1 hour and 30-minute drive through winding, rain-slicked forest roads to Spokane International Airport. The moon was still high when they arrived. A few minutes later, Jay checked his watch. It flashed 3 o'clock in the morning. They had 2 more hours before the flight to check in, have a few potty breaks, and a bit of pre-flight playtime to calm Boober's nerves. The airport lights glimmered like stars caught in a sheet of glass. Inside the airport, Boober rode proudly in his Catzilla rolling rover. His head peered out through the mesh, taking in all of the new sights and sounds. Travelers pointed and whispered, "Look at that puppy!" Little did they know, this fluffy passenger was about to make DireWolf Project history. The question on everyone's mind was probably the same one you're thinking right now. How will an 8-week-old puppy handle the takeoff and landings? After all, this was Boober's first time away from his pack. It was his first time hearing the metallic hum of a jet engine, smelling jet fuel, and being surrounded by hundreds of unfamiliar humans. But here's something you might not have anticipated. When the plane began to rumble down the runway, Boober didn't whimper or shake in fear. He simply rested his chin on the top of his crate, just close enough to feel Jay's presence above him, and let out the most contented sigh. That's the beauty of a calm American Dirus dog. The flight attendants, bless their little hearts, would not allow Jay to hold Boober on his lap. So Jay, ever the resourceful one, slipped off his shoes and placed his foot gently through the top flap of the crate so Boober could nestle against the familiar warmth of his human. Jay even chose a window seat on the right-hand side to give Boober some extra peace and quiet. By the time they touched down at JFK Airport 12 hours later, Boober was calm, rested, and ready for his grand debut. There, beyond the security gate, stood Boober's new family. Their eyes sparkled with trembling smiles and hearts bursting with anticipation. Jay wheeled Boober forward in his rolling rover through the maze of exiting passengers. The moment his new family saw him, all of their composure vanished. There were gasps, laughter, and tears. A chorus of, "Oh my goodness!" filled the terminal. And Boober, well, he gave each of them a sweet kiss on the cheek as a welcome. This was the moment that makes these early mornings and frustrated TSA checkpoints and cramped airplane seats all worth it. Jay lifted Boober into their arms, and right there, in the middle of JFK International Airport, amidst the chaos of travelers and boarding calls, a family was made. That's how we know that the DireWolf Express isn't just a convenience. It's a calling. Because for us, it's not about transport. It's about the moment. That particular moment when one world ends and a brand new pack begins. When we fly a puppy ourselves, we're not just delivering precious cargo. We're personally guiding one of our little ones through their very first big adventure, keeping them safe, soothed, and surrounded by familiar comfort from start to finish. Instead of being loaded into the cold, echoing belly of a cargo hold, alone, frightened, and surrounded by strange smells and barking dogs, and maybe a few dead people, your puppy travels in the cabin, nestled inside their soft-sided crate, with one of us right there to reassure them through every takeoff and landing. But here's the best part. This service isn't just to protect your puppy. It protects you too. Because when new families choose to fly out themselves to DireWolf Project headquarters, they often face a perfect storm of stress. Imagine waking before dawn, rushing through airport security, juggling your luggage and all the flight delays, all for the joy of finally meeting your new puppy. But by the time you land on the West Coast, your body's internal clock says it's past dinner, your eyes are gritty from the travel, and you're running on adrenaline and caffeine. But then there's your puppy. Your puppy is fresh from the only home they've ever known. They've just been separated from their mother and litter mates. The world smells different, it sounds different, and it feels different. And they're handed to you, a stranger, whose scent, voice, and rhythm they've never known. It's a lot. It's a lot for you and your puppy. But you do not have to go through all of that, because we've made it easy for you. Think about it this way. You're standing in your home airport. You're rested, calm, and your entire family is by your side. The air smells of coffee and pretzels, and you scan the crowd. And there we are, one of us rolling through the gate with a small tail-wagging traveler in tow. Since we're experienced travelers, we know exactly what your puppy needs at that moment. When to offer them comfort, when to let curiosity bloom, and when to hand them into your arms. Because your puppy already knows us. They trust us. They've spent the morning playing and being cuddled and hearing the familiar voices. So when we gently pass them to you, It's not a fearful handoff. It's a bridge between their first home and their forever one. You get to experience that magical first meeting in peace, without exhaustion, or without the chaos that comes with flight travel, and without worrying whether your puppy's first flight was frightening or lonely. There are so many advantages. Number one, you don't have to purchase an airline approved crate because we already have the perfect one. 2, you don't have to hassle with booking hotels or wrangling connections both ways with a puppy who is in crate training and potty training. Number 3, you don't have to juggle new puppy care while navigating crowded airports. 4, your entire family can meet your new puppy for the first time at the airport. And 5, you get to welcome your puppy when you're fresh, happy, and calm, ready to bond with each other from the first moment you meet. That's because we take care of every logistical detail for you, right down to potty breaks, feeding schedules, and comfort during those long layovers. And once your puppy is safely in your arms, we can simply turn around and head home. We're tired, but we're fulfilled, knowing that another member of our pack has found their place in the world. In the entire return trip, we can now rest in the comfort that your new puppy is safely home as we fly back to headquarters. That's the beauty of the DireWolf Express Puppy Escort Service. It's not about convenience. Well, it is convenient, that's for sure, but it's not solely about convenience. It's about connection. It's about making sure that your puppy's first journey ends not in fear or exhaustion, but in joy. And when you meet your puppy for the first time, you aren't exhausted by flight travel and chaos. And you can feel joyful too.
Want to meet more of our amazing American Dirus dogs? This video right here highlights their amazing personalities. Don't miss it.